I went to Vegas, saw some things. This is Strikeout Beer. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Strikeout Beer Podcast. I'm RD, flying solo tonight. Happy Sunday to you. If you're listening to this on Monday, happy Monday. So, decided to go out of town for a little bit. I've been to Vegas in a little bit. I take that back. We were there like last month, but it was only for a day. So I was like, okay, let me kind of, let's go back. And this was more of a family trip. Went out there, obviously my wife, my brother, his wife, my father, his wife. And it turned into a pretty good little trip. Uncle Mark was there. Actually, I got his present from him. I didn't want to put it on as I didn't want to get it dirty today. But yeah, Masters 2024 hat, awesome. Yeah, I wore my Miller Lite hat or whatever. It was draft day for us, right? So Strikeout Beer, it's not for the actual podcast, but it's our gangster, our old, we played softball together for so long, and then we created a fantasy league. And that's what we did today. We went out there at noon. Our buddy Hess hosted. We're out there till about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Had some fun. Had some beers. Great draft. I'll share more about that on the fantasy page, SB Fantasy Football. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. So, unfortunately, I don't have a Las Vegas beer to drink tonight, and I'm actually drinking something local, something a little bit easy. It's Outfit Brewing. This is check mic. Was it check 1 2? Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, microphone check 1 2. What is this? So. Yeah, there you go. It's a Czech style Pilsner, 5.7% alcohol by volume. Yeah, let's have this. Let me pour it real quick. Now, my fridge, I think, is starting to fail on me, the one in the garage. So it's weird. The fridge is going out. My dryer's out. I got some problems. And then, of course, what do you do when everything else is falling apart? You go out of town. Why not? All right. Oh, yeah. I probably could have looked this beer up just to give y'all a little something. You know what? I am going to do that. Outfit Brewing. I haven't done a live stream on Sunday night in quite a long time, actually. But, hey, look at that. You type in Outfit Brewing microphone check, and guess what comes up? May 26, 2023. Your pals Alan and Rapid Dave do a quick review. Sweet. It's kind of dope. So this is a Pilsner Czech, Bohemian style, 5.7% alcohol by volume, NA on the IBUs, 3.59 average score rating. There's been 752 total, 662 are unique, 5 are monthly, and that 359 is out of 586 ratings. Most recently checked in August 23rd, 2024. Cool. I don't see any notes. I just see people checking them in, which, that's fine. Get the good word out there. But, so anyway, yeah, just wanted to go ahead and knock this thing back. So I went to Vegas. I was there one more day than I usually am there. And that's kind of one of the things I was talking about where I go for 2 nights. We go hard on the first night. We're kind of recovering on the second night. We still stretch it a little bit. And then, morning time, noon, we're out of there. We got to go. This time, did Wednesday all the way to Saturday. It was fun. It didn't seem like it was too long of a visit. That's something I want to make perfectly clear. I don't think it was too long of a visit. It was a long visit. By the time Saturday rolled around, I was ready to get home. We had some housework going on, having like a new patio poured and whatnot. So it's like, there's just a lot of stuff going on around the house. And then, as I mentioned, the dryer was out. So we had missed the call. So hopefully we get a phone call tomorrow where we can get someone out and take care of it. If we can't, whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So the first night I'm there, and that's what we're going to focus on tonight. We're going to focus more on the breweries that I visited. Our buddy Zach from Dumpweed Brewing, Brew Fighters, known him for a very long time. He was out there working, and I was like, hey, I can actually, he's like, I'm going to be out there in 20 seconds. I go, Lizzie goes, let's just change our flight. We weren't going to get out there till the 23rd. And I go, she goes, let's go a day early. I go, you got it. So we did. We flew out there a day early, got there about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, threw our bags down. Then we're like, you know what? Let's go roaming around. I know he's in some meetings and things like that. Let's go roaming. Let's go roam. And went up to Resorts World. not bad. And then I think we found our way back to, you know what? I take it back. It wasn't Resorts World. What's up, Chad? How we doing? Cuzzo, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Cheers to you, bro. Cheers to you. Looking forward to our draft on the 31st. Yeah, so no. So the first day we were there, that's right. We just start walking. So we go from Mandalay Bay, a couple drinks, little this, little that, to Luxor. Same thing. Poking around. Then Excalibur, we kind of skip Excalibur, and then we're over there at New York. So Zach picks us up. He's like, what do you want to do? I was like, man, it's kind of whatever you want to do, you know? It's a dealer's choice, man. I'm just here on an extra day. He goes, you want to go to some breweries? I go, hell yes, I want to go to some breweries. And we were off from there. Now, we didn't go to everyone. There's a bunch, to be honest with you. There's a ton of breweries in Las Vegas. So I was like, well, there's a handful that are kind of close together. We're on kind of a limited schedule because he has to leave in a handful of hours. So I was like, he's like, you want to go to Abel Baker? I go, yes, I want to go to Abel Baker. I go, we've been following them for a while on social media, on Instagram and whatnot. And I was like, I want to go. So we do. We take off, head on up. Now, Abel Baker, why don't I have it pulled up here? Here we go. Abel Baker. They're at 1510 South Main Street, Suite 110, Vegas. Their hours, 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. during the week, and then 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. This place was just chill vibes. It was 108 outside, but the bay doors were open. And we're sitting rather close to them, and it felt like they were closed. Like, I don't know how they it's like immaculate weather. I don't know. It was absolutely gorgeous. This is our first stop. So I was getting 2 flights. I was like, let me just, whatever. And he goes, which one do you want? I go, I don't know. Just pick whatever, man. I don't care. And I was like, actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to have Zach pick these out. So he did one, what did he say? One truest to style, a fan favorite, their favorite, a couple other things or whatever. And so went through that. We had 8 of them. We're sitting there. He's kind of telling us what we're smelling them. He's telling me what to be looking for and taste and all this kind of other stuff. We get a big old thing of chicken nachos. Ooh, it's a big old plate. And it was phenomenal. So we were sitting there just so impressed by not only how, they kept it climate controlled in there, but it was a really cool joint. You had some people, it looks like they had their laptops cracked, so they're either working or doing something. But everybody was friendly. Staff was super friendly. Food was, like I said, delicious. I was like, this is all right, man. Check them out. And then, of course, with the flight, you get little duckies. There's a little rubber ducky or something with it. So, but yeah, I had an array of drinks, but they do have an extensive menu. I'll be honest with you. I felt a bit overwhelmed by the amount of beer they had. And just to get home, I'm going to tell you a current tap list, how many they actually have. So I'm still scrolling here, and it was 32 options. 32. So from a peach party cider to a honey dip stout and everything in between. Brown ales, box, stouts, Belgians, barley wine, box, Roch beer, IPAs, New England IPAs, American IPAs, Imperials. I mean, it was crazy. Wheat beers, Mexican lagers. It's impressive. It has something for everyone, I say. But love the tap room and love the beers too. The beers and the food, big fan, huge fan. I told Zach we need to go back out there probably next year, maybe in the spring or the fall, and maybe because they do have craft beer tours out there where you can, go all over. They'll take you all over the freaking place. So huge thumbs up from me. All right, next up was Nevada Brew Works. It's we had to walk, I don't know, a block to get to this one. 1327 South Main Street, Suite 160, Las Vegas. Did I say that already? Opens at 11 a.m., closes at midnight during the week, and then 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Pretty much the same hours, but opens 30 minutes early. Now, this place, it seemed like more of a restaurant than anything else. I love the chairs though. We were sitting at the bar. They had those high back, tufted like leather chairs. They had some video poker on the bar, food with plenty of food options, good beer, and we had another 2 flights. It's like, hey, just bring out. We did the same thing, and going through like their stuff. You follow them on social media and whatnot. They show you exactly all the things that they're kind of like known for and whatnot. A lot of good food. You can get you can get salads and stuff if you want. But yeah, like jalapeno poppers and brick oven pizza, burgers and sandwiches, even cocktails there. They make cocktails for you. They do have a pretty decent whiskey and bourbon selection. Pretty decent. Now, I think if I saw this correctly, it was like $100 for a Van Winkle. Was it Pappy Van Winkle? Yeah. But bourbon, rye, scotch, whiskey, bourbon flights, beer flights, they had it all. And like I said, I like the guy that was working there. You see him on their social media. And Lizzie was like getting a little mouthy. He's firing right back at her or whatever. So they had a little exchange, but they're both laughing it off and whatnot. And yeah, it was a really good time. Really enjoyed it. I'll tell you. So it's this place, Nevada Brew Works, and then a barbecue joint. And then up next, you have HUDL, HUDL Brewing Company. I don't understand how I swear to God, it could be all the same freaking building, but there's there's a barbecue divider in between them. What's the name of that place? Hold on, I'm going to find out real quick. I just want to know. Soul Belly Barbecue. There you go, Soul Belly. But yeah, I mean, we stayed there for I think we stayed at each of these places for about an hour. And, kind of in the order, if I had to make my recommendations, I would say, yeah, Abel Baker first, and then, and then Nevada Brew Works, and then HUDL was cool. It's just different. It was kind of warm in there too. I was sweating by them. I don't know if it was the beer that got me or what, but a nice spacious, tap room, very friendly service. I was like, hey, they had a bunch of beers on tap too. You're talking, 15 or 20. Like their tap list was impressive as well. Let me go to their website real quick because I want to, if I can get in here real quick and then show you the beers or tell you about the beers, it'd be easier. So yeah, they have cream ales, American Lights, blondes, wheat beer, red ales, pale ales, New England IPAs, American IPAs, Imperial IPAs, triples. So they got a pretty good selection. If I had to guess, probably like 15 beers, 15 to 20. And yeah, as I mentioned before, it was, you kind of walk in. It looks like kind of more of a traditional. I don't know if I want to say that traditional, because Abel definitely looked. They had the production area right there. This one was, it's just big, and all these places have patios and stuff. Old School's in the house. What up? HUDL had a big old patio area, but it's just too hot to sit out there. Man, I bet at night though, it's really nice, But we hung out there, had 2 more flights, just took it all in, listened to some locals. All these places the locals visit. These are, all local businesses, obviously being supported by locals. We come out of town or come in from out of town and check them out. But yeah, dude, like their patio is really cool. It was just neat. Like it really was. Like, we go to breweries around here, and nothing against the ones we have, because I love our breweries here in Texas. It was just nice to visit a different city, go to some different breweries. Us, we like doing that. And just having some cold beer. And out of the 8 beers I had at Abel, the 8 beers I had at Nevada Brewing, and then 8 that I had at HUDL, I didn't have one bad beer. There was not one that I was like, yeah, I'm done here. I'm not drinking. I can't drink it. Whatever. It was great. All the food was good. The service was good. I didn't really have a complaint about anything. It was shocking because usually you go to 3 different places, you're probably going to get somebody that's, I remember the guy from HUDL, like, it's like I ordered the stuff. He was kind of talking to someone else. And then finally when he focused in or whatever, he starts giving me the history of like each of these beers, each one by one, which was wild as hell. I was like, okay, I like the information. I just wish I could have brought some of it back. Now, I might be able to get my hands. I probably should have went and tried to find me at least a Nevada beer, but I couldn't. I got in yesterday. Go to the clean clothes or wash the clothes, all that kind of stuff, put stuff up, take a nap. I ain't slept in 3 days. I was like, man, it's going to be an early night. And it was. I was like, and then I had to get up early. Like I said, we're having construction and shit around the house. And I was like, I got to get up and start getting that in order, because once everybody wakes from the house, they're probably going to go out back, hang out by the pool today and everything like that. I was like, all right, I got to get it done. I got to get it done. And so I got some of that out of the way before I left for my draft. And of course, I'm gone for my draft for like 6 hours. We take our time. We get out there. We all get reunited. How you doing? All this kind of stuff for about an hour. And it's like, okay, draft time. We burned through like the first handful of rounds, and then we're like, all right, break time. Everybody hops in the pool, chill, relax, get some more food. And then we started slowing down a little bit in the mid rounds. And then after another break, we got back and almost came to a crawling in between like rounds 10 and 14. I mean, the last like couple, we were just rapid fire. But boy, I tell you what, you can see people were starting to really think about their picks and whatnot, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, we had a blast. It just good times hanging out. I got to see my family. I also got to see a friend out there as well. So it was just it was a longer trip than I'm used to, but I had a lot of fun the whole time. And I don't think I gambled, but just a fraction of that time. Now the people I were with, yeah, they were gambling. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of hanging out, talking to them the whole time, watching and seeing what they're doing. But I just didn't have the urge like I usually do. And it's like, usually I'll put some money in like a slot machine, get lucky, get a couple bucks back, pocket that money, and then just, spend the rest on beer. And that's kind of what I spent all my money on, was on going to breweries and, buying drinks and, just having a good time. So we had some good dinners, went to the pool. Mandalay Bay pool there's like a bunch of them. And they have one that has like sand, a beach entry, a wave pool, a bunch of other side pools. We were over there where kind of like the adults are, so we didn't want to, deal with any kids or anything like that. And it was cool. It was a very cool trip. So, I plan on when we go back, we've already talked about like next year's draft. Like we're going to have it in Vegas. I go, just come on, 'cause I'm already going to be there. I'm already going to be there. I don't have to rush back and go to a draft. But I'll tell you what, these 3 breweries are on the list to revisit. And I'll be honest with you, like Vegas has a ton of breweries. I lost my urge to gamble recently. Casinos seem harder to win these days. I tell you what, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. I was sitting there watching my brother play, and I'll probably talk more about this week. But like on the show, if you're listening to this, Strikeout Beer Podcast, we go live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. or more, it's like 8 p.m. But we're going to have our fantasy draft this week. So whatever Alan wants to do. So either we're going to do the live stream and then do another live stream, obviously, but SB Fantasy Football. We'll do that. It'll probably be a little bit later. So, but you're talking breweries on breweries, Tenaya Creek Brewery, Hot Nuts Brewing. That's another one I wanted to go to. Craft House Brewery, Big Dogs, Chicago's, 777, North Fifth. If you're into craft beer and you like the desert, you like Vegas, this is definitely a place to go. Like, it's all around Paradise, Las Vegas, that whole area. Head north as well. Most of these places aren't on the strip. They're going to be a little bit further north. Now, you can get craft beer in some of these breweries, obviously. And, like, I noticed that at the Encore in the Wind, you go into their little, Sundries or Sundry, whatever it is, their little gift store, kind of convenience store, if you want to call it that, and they'll have some there. So it's pretty cool. It really is. And I think the next time we go, it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be more focused, I think, on the actual craft beer. So we're going to go through and hit a bunch of them up. And, hey, let's maybe even do the whole tour. Hey, Lizzie. Hi. So we had a blast. Love those 3 breweries. Plan on going back. And then, of course, I'm having Outfit Brewing. I had to go something, that I had in the fridge and I know that I like. And I like this. Microphone check. 1, 2. What is this? 5.7% alcohol by volume. I don't know what that is. It doesn't show me anything. Did you give stars or something? But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much a review of those 3 breweries. They can be found on I found all of them on Instagram as well. I checked in. I think I wasn't following HUDL. Was it not HUDL? It was one of them I wasn't following yet. When I dropped them a follow, so I'll be sharing their stuff. And like I said, I'd like to get their beers and we'll do another review and we'll crack a couple, talk about them, things like that, and just kind of get a little bit more in depth for the beers. But as far as the breweries go, thumbs up to all of them. Again, like I said, Abel was my favorite. Abel Baker. It was just, I don't know. It just was. It was my favorite. If you go out there, definitely hit that one up. But like I said, they have craft beer tours. I don't know how much they cost. I need to look into that because, like I said, I want to do that. And it's just going to take me north and hopefully hit up everyone that's around the downtown area. Is it downtown? Yeah, you got Voodoo Brewing out there now. Like they got one of theirs satellite store. What is it, a satellite or franchise or whatever the hell it is? I don't know. So, but another great weekend. Lots of fun. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the birthday wishes, things like that. Had fun. I did. Had a lot of fun. And then, of course, this week, like I said, Strikeout Beer is going to be probably early. It's probably going to be the 7 p.m. time. And then we'll do the SB Fantasy Football at 8:30. I got to send a message to the group because there's been someone brought up the fact if they wanted to do like $10 or $20 entry, that way we can give more money away in the pot. So I'll send that out. Check your messages, respond. If we don't get everybody to respond, chances are we're not going to make any changes. We'll just have to update for next year. What we'll do is most likely we'll just kick everybody out, and then you have to physically say you're in, and then we'll start changing, like say a buy-in or something like that. But it's no rake here. Everything's going to be spent, given right back to the people, whoever win. But right now, as of right now, the winner gets $100 from me. I'll probably put a little swag pack together or something like that to go along with that. But yeah, that's what you get. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit. But make sure you join us this week. Appreciate everybody. Like I said, everybody stopping in tonight. Appreciate everybody who, with the text message, the direct messages, DMs, everything for the birthday. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'll see you Wednesday. I'm RD. I'm out of here. Good night.